The Smilodon, otherwise known as the saber-toothed tiger, lived in North America as recently as 13,000 years ago. Although called a tiger, its closest relative is the lion, and its size and stature are similar to those of the modern African lion. The rest of its name came from the immense upper canine teeth that were approximately 8 inches in length. They were ferocious, hunting in packs of up to 6 cats at a time, and ambushing their prey by jumping down from tree branches. They would open their mouths wide to about 90 degrees and use their teeth to stab and slash their prey like a sword. Titanoboa lived about 60 million years ago in what is now Colombia, South America. Fully grown, they could reach lengths of 42 feet and weigh 2,500 pounds, making them twice as long as the modern-day anaconda and 5 times heavier. Their diet consisted mostly of crocodiles and turtles, which they would crush with their massive jaws. They were the color of algae, which camouflaged them and allowed them to sneak up on their prey. The Megalodon, which means big tooth, is an extinct species of shark. These monster sharks, often called the Meg, could reach lengths of up to 75 feet, about the length of a tennis court. Their teeth were 3 times bigger than those of the great white, with serrated edges, making them the perfect tool for ripping into the flesh of their prey. They are regarded as the most formidable carnivore to have ever existed. When you think of a dragonfly, you picture a pretty insect with 2 sets of wings and a long, slender body a couple of inches in size. But their ancestors from 300 million years ago had a wingspan of up to 2 feet wide. Think of a duck when they stretch out their wings. These giant insects, known as Meganeura, lived off other insects, frogs, and newts. In general, an insect's size is determined by the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. Today, oxygen makes up 21% of the air we breathe, but back then the oxygen content was 35%, allowing for much bigger bugs. You would need at least a tennis racket to swat this one out of the way. The Dunkleosteus lived 360 million years ago. This was a huge fish, about the length of a school bus. It had a fish-like body and a tail like an eel. What made it really scary, though, was its armored head and powerful beak-like jaw with strong, jagged, bony teeth. The Dunkleosteus was able to bite through armor just like its own, and was therefore thought to be cannibalistic, attacking and preying on its own species. Their jaws could snap shut in milliseconds, smashing anything that they came in contact with. Spinosaurus means spine lizard because of the sail that it had on its back. It is believed to be the largest carnivorous dinosaur of all time, bigger even than the T-Rex, growing up to 50 to 60 feet in length. The Spinosaurus was not a good swimmer, so lived off aquatic animals like fish and turtles that it would catch from the water's edge. They also preyed on other dinosaurs and would most likely have found us to be a tasty treat too. Athropleura is an extinct millipede that lived in North America and Scotland 300 million years ago. Its name means jointed ribs, which describes its segmented appearance. In addition, each segment has a pair of legs. If you are nervous of bugs, then this one could be top of your list. It reached almost 9 feet in length. That's 2 feet longer than LeBron James. But despite its massive size, it was actually quite harmless, feeding off dead wood and leaves on the forest floor. If you are musophobic, this next animal will fill you with dread and fear. Musophobia is the fear of rats and mice. Phobarames pattersoni, also known as Ratzilla, was a 10-foot-long rat, 15 if you include their 5-foot-long tail. They were the size of cows, many times bigger than the capybara, the largest rodent we know today. Even though they were herbivores, they could still give a nasty bite. The piranhas we know today weigh about 2 pounds, and some of them are even vegetarians, despite their man-eating reputation. But their ancestors, known as the megapiranha, were the size of a boogie board and weighed in at 20 to 30 pounds. They were ferocious and fed off much larger prey such as giant snakes and crocodiles. With a double row of teeth, they were able to bite down with a force of 50 times more than their body weight. What has feathers, T-Rex-like feet, and a hooked beak that could kill a horse? That would be the phosphoracid, commonly known as the terror bird. This was a huge flightless bird that stood 10 feet high with powerful legs and a massive beak. They were able to run fast, up to 30 miles per hour, and catch their prey with their claws or their beaks. Fortunately for us, they went extinct 2 million years ago. This brings us to the end of the video. Hit like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any videos in the future.